I would advise them to choose poems that they like and to devote a lot of time to memorizing and understanding the poems, and to practice a lot in front of people so the competition day doesn't frighten them too much.
Once I had the poem memorized, I spent a lot of the time during each day at school. I would spend in the shower or eating, before eating breakfast while it's being made, I'd read the poems to myself. Not in my head, but out loud, so people around me would be kind of irritated. But
I think you just have to get to know the poem very intimately and read it over and over and over. And it helps if you know what the poem is about as well. So just Google it, I suppose, and read up anything that you can. Asking other people what they think it means. English teachers, your friends, your parents. Really, it just helps to get different perspectives if you can't figure it out yourself. I chose Journey of the Magi because my friend suggested it.
A cold coming we had of it. Just the worst time of the year for a journey.
I feel like monologues are just more fun to recite because you get in character.
My heart in hiding stirred for a bird. The achieve of, the mastery of the thing.
that one was The Windover by Gerard Manley Hopkins. That teacher who had encouraged me to do it, it was one of his favorite poems.
L'Esprit et l'eau by Paul Claudel.
L'argile humaine et l'esprit de tous côtés vous gicle entre les doigts de nouveau après les longues routes terrestres.
Because it's really emotional. And I think it has a lot to do with spirituality and religion.
Another poem I chose was Preludes by T.S. Eliot, and I had always liked T.S. Eliot poems.
A lonely cab horse steams and stamps. And then the lighting of the lamps.
And a satirical elegy on the death of a late famous general by Jonathan Swift.
And, trust me, as the noise grows stronger, he'd wish to sleep a little longer.
And I chose that because one of the runner-ups actually did that at my school, and he was brilliant. It was really good, and I enjoyed it a lot, so I chose that.
I like to keep it in sections of the rise, the climax, and the plateau of the poem. The climax would usually be one of the lines that has the most power, I'd find, in when you try to read it aloud.
Oh, air, pride, plume, here buckle, and the fire that breaks from thee then.
So I tried to vary the volume of my voice and the speed, and to try to get across exactly what the poet wanted them to feel.
And the camel men cursing and grumbling and running away and wanting their liquor and women. And the night fires going out.
And I think about poems more like a piece of music now, with dynamics and crescendos. And that's why I like older poems, I think, because they have that regular sense of meter.
With each of the lines, I try to isolate it and get a mental image for that line specifically.
The winter evening settles down with smell of steaks and passageways.
I tried to pick poems that had almost a speaker that uses power in the words that he chooses. Everyone has a voice that can be good at recitation. It's more about being comfortable with your voice and being able to use it for whatever you're trying to recite in the way that would make it sound like something beautiful.
It helped that I couldn't see their faces because the spotlight was so bright that everything else just looked dark. So I think it was completely shocking to be able to recite poetry to such a large crowd and have everyone be completely silent and pay attention and actually care about what you were saying, because I don't know, I've never really recited poetry to such a large crowd.
I don't know, it was hectic and it all happened at once, but...
The second place goes to Anna Jiang. And drum roll, please. The first place goes to Jonathan Welstead.
My grandmother was there with my parents, and they had come with a lot of people, a bunch of students from my school, and my English teacher and my theater teacher. They were ecstatic.